Okay. Second question. Anybody any doubt?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Second question. Either x is positive or y is negative, or x negative, y is positive. Only two cases. You can take one case. Automatically will cover. Basically I want to find the range. Okay. X greater than 0 and y less than 0. I want to know what is the range. You know, when x is positive, x plus 1 by x is greater than or equal to 2 when you apply AMGM inequality. Okay, and y plus 1 by y will be less than or equal to minus 2. Okay, so whenever x is positive, x plus 1 by x belongs to close to 2 to infinity, and y plus 1 by y belongs to minus infinity to minus 2. Okay. One may say, can I apply AMGM inequality here also greater than or equal to 2? No, we can only apply AMGM inequality for positive quantities, but this is a negative quantity. All right. So you can take minus common and then do this. So you'll get the same thing. Okay. This and these are more or less same. Only thing is that this value will be negative of this. If you take x equal to 5, whatever answer comes here. When you take y equal to minus 5, you'll get same answer, but with a minus. That's the only thing. Okay. Now secant inverse. If something is from 2 to infinity, what does values it will give? Okay. When you say secant is from 2 to infinity, it is as good as saying cos is from 0 to 1 by 2. For what values cos is from 0 to 1 by 2?
Zero to 5 by 3.
I'm asking when will cos values will be open 0 to closed 1 by 2? Cos of what angle will give you 0?
90.
Sir, 5 by 3 to 5 by 2.
Yeah, this is for 60 degrees and this is for 90. 5 by 3 to 5 by 2. So to understand here, from this I can say secant inverse x plus 1 by x belongs to closed 5 by 3 to open 5 by 2. Coming to this, when will cos values will be between these are secant values, cos values are reciprocal of this, which means 0 and minus of. Okay, 0 to or minus of to 0. When will cos values will be between minus of to 0?
Pi by 2 to 2 pi by 3.
Yes, 90 degrees to 120. Okay, so secant inverse y plus 1 by y belongs to open pi by 2 to 2 pi by 3. So x and y are independent. Only thing is that when x is positive, y is negative, and x is negative, y is positive. But otherwise, x can be any positive number and y can be any negative number, vice versa. Okay. So if you take x and any positive number, the secant inverse value will keep on oscillating between these two. Here this. So when you add them, secant inverse x plus 1 by x plus secant inverse y plus 1 by y. What is the range? This minimum and this minimum, if I add, I'll get open. 90 plus 60 is 150, which is 5 pi by 6. But open because one is open, one is closed. Even right side also will be open because this is pi by 2 and that is 2 pi by 3. That is 7 pi by 6. Open only. Okay. So whatever x and y and you take, but one is positive, one is negative. The complete range of this is this. Any answer within this, it will be possible. Anything is outside this, which is not possible. That's it. So all denominators are there 10 or 20. So if you want to compare, you can multiply 10 here and write this as 50 pi by 60, 70 pi by 60. So it is easy to compare. Option A also make then multiply 6. It will become 48 pi by 60, which is little less than this. So not okay. When you take 7 pi by 10 and multiply 6, 42 pi by 60, that is also less than this, not okay. When you take 9 pi by 10, it is 54 pi by 10, it is well within this. Okay. And next one will be 63 pi by 10, also within this. So C and D R belongs to this, whereas A and B doesn't belong to this. It is easy to compare. Okay, so only C and D are within the range. Those values are possible. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
So option C and option D, they belongs to this. Okay. Any doubt about fourth question? Anybody?
Yes, sir. Fourth question.
Okay. Okay, in fourth question, it's a quadratic question. We should have root, so you can take b square minus 4ac greater than or equal to 0. That is one way to do it. I wanted to do it another way. Sine of cos inverse y. One plus x square is sent that side, divide with 2x. You are going to get, I can put a minus here also and write 1 plus x square by 2x. Okay, this one, sine of something is always between minus 1 to 1. This also, is it always between minus 1 to 1 or outside that? It is more than 1 or less than minus 1 according to AMGM inequality. Why? You can write this as x plus 1 by x by 2. This is a minus sine of cos inverse y. You can easily see LHS belongs to closed interval minus 1 to 1. Okay. In fact, not even between minus 1 to 1. Okay. Let us see who can tell me the exact range of LHS. Only LHS, you take y, whatever you want, I don't care. Y is a real number. What is the range of LHS? Let us see.
Zero to pi by 2.
0 to?
Pi by 2.
It is not sine inverse, sine of cos inverse y. You take y whatever you want. What is the range? Minus sine of cos inverse y.
1 to 1.
No.
Zero to 1.
0 to 1, sir. Sorry, minus 1.
Minus 1.
Minus 1 to 0. Yes. Cos inverse y is between closed interval minus 1 to 1. Cos inverse y is between closed interval 0 to pi. You take anything between 0 to pi, first and second quadrant, sign is positive. So it is between 0 to 1. With a minus,
sir,
it will
yes,
be
sir.
negative. So it will be minus 1 to 0. Okay. Because cos inverse y doesn't cover third or fourth quadrant, sign cannot be negative and minus of that cannot be positive. So LHS is this. RHS range, you know, minus infinity to minus 1 union 1 to infinity. Because when x is positive, according to AMGM inequality, it will be greater than or equal to 1. That's why it is 1 to infinity. And when x is negative, it will be whatever value is negative of that. Okay. So basically, we got LHS to be more than minus 1 and RHS to be less than minus 1. Okay. Of course, this is more than 1, but this can't be more than 1 at all. Okay. So if you see the number line, this is minus 1 and 1. LHS is covering all these values, whereas RHS is covering all these values. How can they have same? How can they can be same? They can be same only at this junction. If LHS is somewhere here, RHS cannot attain that. If RHS is somewhere here or here, LHS cannot attain that. Okay. So this is less greater than equal to -1, that is less than equal to -1. So LHS and RHS must be equal to -1. Then only they can be equal. Otherwise, they can't be equal. But when will LHS will be -1? Cos inverse y should be pi by 2. So that sin 90 is 1, it will become -1. And RHS will be -1 when x is -1 here. RHS is -1 means this, LHS is -1 means this. So for that, y should be cos 90 0 and x should be -1. So only when x is -1 and y is 0, they will be equal. If y is anything other than 0, the given quadratic equation will have complex roots. Okay. You can also do by b square minus 4ac greater than or equal to 0 this question, where x coefficient you can take it as b. But this is another way to look at the same question. Is it all right? Fourth one, whoever has doubt?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, sixth one, maybe nobody has doubt, but still I want to discuss a little bit. Cos of tan inverse tan 4, I don't even have to solve it or find anything. I know tan inverse tan 4 how to find it. Okay, we have discussed already, but still I don't need it. You know why? Let it be whatever it is. Tan inverse of something is always between
-5 by 2 pi by 2.
yeah -5 to pi by 2, and cos of something between -5 to pi by 2 is always
Positive.
positive. So that's it. So this inner part will belong to -pi by 2 to pi by 2. Okay, that's why cos of that is greater than 0. Done. Option B also like that only. Cot inverse cot 4. Sine of cot inverse cot 4 is always between 0 to pi. Cot inverse, and sine between 0 to pi is positive. So this one belongs to 0 to pi. That's why this is also greater than 0. Only C and D, we don't have to find the exact value. We only have to know which quadrant it is. That's all. Okay. For example, C bit. Tan of cos inverse cos phi. Tan of cos inverse cos phi. Only important for me is whether cos phi is positive or negative. Whether answer is 5 plus 2 pi, 5 minus 2 pi. I don't need all that answers. Cos phi is positive or negative. Okay, where is phi? This is 0, this is pi by 2, this is pi, this is 3 pi by 2. Even 3 pi by 2 is little less than 5. So 5 is somewhere in the fourth quadrant, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 5 is less than 2 pi but more than 3 pi by 2. Because 5 is in the fourth quadrant, cos of that is positive. As long as something is positive, cos inverse of that will be between 0 to 90. If something between 0 to 90, tan is positive. Okay. So cos 5 is greater than, I can write like this. 5 belongs to fourth quadrant. So cos 5 is greater than 0. Cos inverse cos 5 belongs to 0 to pi by 2. So tan of whatever it is greater than 0. Okay, D bit. Sine inverse, whatever sine 4, cot of, okay. First of all, 4 is in which quadrant?
Third quadrant.
Third
Third
quadrant.
quadrant. More than pi and less than 3 pi by 2. 4 belongs to third quadrant. And sine 4 will be negative. Because sine 4 is negative, sine inverse sine 4 will belong to minus pi by 2 to 0. And if something between minus 90 to 0, cot is negative. So cot of that whole thing will be less than 0. Okay. So for this question, you don't How to find the values? Only you have to know the 4 radians is in which quadrant, 5 radians is in which quadrant, like that. Okay, in 8th question, anybody want to tell me what is the domain of the question? First of all, LHS, when it will be defined. Forget about equal to 3 pi by 2 and all.
Sir, only when x is -1 and 1.
Yeah. LHS is defined because sin inverse x is defined for closed interval -1 to 1, whereas the cosecant inverse x is defined for -infinity to -1 union 1 to infinity. When you take the intersection, only -1 and 1. And whether you put 1 or -1, I think the whole thing is 3 pi by 2. So 1 and -1 are the domain, and they are also the answers. Okay. 10th one also, it is little tricky, but maybe some people might have done on your own. Any doubt about 10th one?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Basically, 10th one, you have to look at the principal values carefully and understand the question is negative, as it is between minus pi to 0. Any doubt about 12th one?
Yes, sir.
Sin inverse sin x, cos inverse cos x. Actually, you can draw the graphs and very quickly see which is greater, which is smaller also. Sin inverse sin x, cos inverse cos x. Okay, 12th one, the graph of cos inverse cos x is like this. Sin inverse sin x, up to pi by 2 it is same, but after that it will be like this and then like this. So let me draw it. Okay, this curved thing that I have drawn is sin inverse sin x graph, and this whole thing is cos inverse cos x. Okay, as usual, if meeting ends, please join with the same link. Now they want f of x and g of x when they are equal. Yeah, you can easily see between 0 to pi by 4, they are equal, or 0 to pi by 2. 0 to pi by 2. Option A is also correct. They said if x belongs to between 0 to 45, but 0 to pi by 2 is a more complete answer, but statement option A alone is right, nothing wrong in that. Option B, f of x is less than g of x. What is f of x? Sin inverse sin x. So the curved graph should be below the straight graph. Okay. So all this is okay, or any subset of that is also okay. So between pi by 2 to 2 pi, everywhere sin inverse sin x is less than cos inverse cos x. And pi by 2 to 3 pi by 4 is a small part of that. Pi by 2 to 3 pi by 4 is the small piece. So option B is fine. Option C, pi and pi by 4 also small part of that. F of x is greater than g of x. No. If option C is right, option D is not right. Okay. So both B and D are somewhere in this region. And option A is actually 0 to pi by 2, but if it is between 0 to pi by 4 also, they are correct. They did not say if and only. All right, 12th one?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, option B wants you, sir.
F of x should be less than g of x. So the curve of sin inverse sin x should be below cos inverse cos x. That is all this, everything between pi by 2 to 2 pi, or any subset of that. So
Sir,
option
but
B
they're
and
meeting
option.
at some point.
Yeah, open pi by 2, of course. They did not give closed
Yes.
anywhere. Okay, any doubt about 14th question, anyone?
No, sir.
16? Okay, passage 1 I discussed. Any doubt about passage 2?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, matching second question. Anybody any doubt?
Sir, D bit.
D bit, okay.
C
In
option,
D
sir.
bit, C also, okay. In D bit especially, what is the domain? First of all, you have to find. I always told whenever you have to find the range, before that you have to find the domain.
-1 and 1.
Only -1 and 1 is the domain, because secant inverse x is defined more than 1 or less than -1, whereas sin inverse x is only between -1 to 1. So for both to be defined, you have to take the intersection, which is only 1 and -1. So at 1 you find the answer, at -1 you find the answer. Sin inverse, secant inverse plus cosecant inverse is pi by 2. At 1, when you add, it will become pi by 2 plus pi by 2 pi. When you put -1, it will become pi by 2 minus pi by 2 0. So option R, D will match with R, which is 2 elements only, a set bracket containing 0 and pi. In that C bit, there also cot inverse x plus tan inverse x is always pi by 2, but again the domain is closed interval -1 to 1. In -1 to 1, the range of cos inverse x is not 0 to pi. Okay, I'm talking about option C now. Between -1 to 1, yeah, cos inverse x is 0 to pi only, sorry, nothing wrong. And you have to add pi by 2, so it will be pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2 closed interval. Option Q, no problem with that. Okay, C, no problem, na? C is quite simple, right? Anybody still doubt about the second matching, any part of it? No.
No, sir. No doubt.
Okay, no doubt. Okay, fourth matching. Okay, basically when we give sin inverse sin 7 or something, you have to understand they are in radians. How to deal with them? If you know the set of all the cases of the formulas, you just see which case it belongs to and substitute in that case. The class we done sin inverse sin 1, sin inverse sin 2 up to sin inverse sin 9 or something like that. So sin inverse sin 21. I know sin inverse x sin formulas between -pi by 2 to pi by 2 one formula, between pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2 another formula, 3 pi by 2 to 5 pi by 2 another formula, 5 pi by 2 to 7 pi by 2 another formula, like that. Okay, and 7 pi by 2 to 9 pi by 2 one formula, 9 pi by 2 11 pi by 2 one formula. So I have to just see where is 21. Okay, I think 21 is somewhere close to 7 pi. Okay, so 7 pi means I have to 14 pi by 2. I think between 13 pi by 2 to I have to write 2 more. After this I have to write 11 pi by 2 to 13 pi by 2 and 13 pi by 2 to 15 pi by 2. Can I say 21 belongs to this? 21. Because what is 13
Yes,
pi
sir.
by 2? 13 into 3.14 by 2. Okay. 13 into 3.14 roughly by 2. This is 39. I don't know, is it still more? I have to check on that also. If you want to write 22 by 7 also, not a big deal. Cancel with 11, roughly 143 by 7. It is little less than 21, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Okay. Okay, so 21 is very close to this, but little beyond that. Okay. So now we can formulas between -90 to 90, sin inverse sin x is x. Here it is pi minus x. Here x minus 2 pi. Here 3 pi minus x, and here x minus 4 pi. Here 5 pi minus x, and here x minus 6 pi, and here 7 pi minus x. Okay. So simply directly 7 pi minus 21. Okay, but normally our numbers are given 1, 2, 5, 10. They belong to this case or this case or this case. It is going little too much. Okay. but you have to get an idea that when you convert it to degrees, it will be near to what? At least it is near to 7 pi. That much clarity is required. Is it okay for sin inverse sin 21?
Yes, sir.
Cos inverse cos is more easy because we don't have pi by 2s there in the formula. They are more easy. Okay. So cos inverse cos 20. It is very easy to tell it is between 6 pi and 7 pi. Because this is 18 point something, 19. This is 21. So 20 is in this. And cos inverse cos 0 to pi, pi to 2 pi, 2 pi to 3 pi, 3 pi to 4 pi, 4 pi to 5 pi, 5 pi to 6 pi, 6 pi to 7 pi. Here it is x, here it is 2 pi minus x, here it is x minus 2 pi, here it is 4 pi minus x, here it is x minus 4 pi, here it is 6 pi minus x, this is x minus 6 pi. It belongs to this. So it will be 20 minus 6 pi. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Of course, somebody can easily tell the answer because sin inverse sin 21 in the answer 21 should be there, only p has 21. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And cos inverse cos 20, 20 should be there most likely in the answer, only s has 20. Okay. At least they should ask sin inverse sin 20, cos inverse cos 20. They would ask both 20 only. It would have been a little better. Okay, fourth matching, anything else? Anybody? Okay, numerical questions. Anybody any doubt? Okay, so inverse trigonometry everybody completed? At all even numbers?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
that's good. Okay.
Sir, when we should submit?
Tomorrow morning class I'll announce and by tomorrow evening you can submit. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You can remind me. You can remind me Sitaram in tomorrow's morning class. Okay.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
hyperbolic functions main and should be subject.
Which one means?
Hyperbolic function.
Yes,
Hyperbolic
sir.
functions. Okay. I'll tell a little later, but first of all, inverse trigonometry advanced you can submit tomorrow. After my when I'll announce tomorrow in the class. Okay.
Yes, sir.